Alright, everybody, let's talk about a couple of grammar things. You will find this skeleton notes in our week 4 folder. Go ahead and download that or send it to Notability. Import. Done. Notability. Here we go. So we're going to talk about crafting sentences. Yes, I know. So crafting sentences, we are going to talk about the types of sentences and how to make up a sentence. So first of all, we need the technical term for a sentence, which is a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought and we divide it into two different parts. Okay, so the first part that we divide it into is called the subject, and the second part we use is called the predicate. An easier way to remember the predicate is this is the verb. Okay, so for the subject, you're telling who or what performs the action in a sentence. So remember, the thing that does the action is that noun or pronoun. So if I were to give you the sentence, I walked down the street, I, that pronoun there, is the subject of the sentence. And the predicate is what the subject did or what happened to the subject. So this is the verb itself. So again, back to my example of I walked down the street, the word walked is the predicate. Okay? Now these two parts are the main two things that we need to have a sentence. Without those two things, we have what we call a sentence fragment. You basically just don't have a whole sentence, so you are lacking a subject, maybe you're lacking a verb, or maybe you're lacking both. Maybe you just have like the word the. That's technically a fragment. So that's the first part of our crafting sentences here. Now we're going to look at sentence types so that we can talk about the basic parts of the sentence types. And we're going to start with, we have four main sentence types. We have declarative, we have interrogative, we have imperative, and we have exclamatory. Okay? Declarative sentences they just state facts, they state wishes, they state like an intent, like an idea, or they state a feeling. So, I am hungry. There, that's my declarative. You're just declaring something to the world. Okay? And as it's declaring something to the world, you are always ending it with a period. Okay? So if you don't know that already, this right here is a period. On the flip side, we have interrogative questions, and just like it sounds, you are interrogating, you are asking questions. Interrogate. And because you're asking questions, you use a question mark. Okay? Those are the easy ones. Imperative, they're a little bit trickier, but you're looking for the commands. You are looking for requests. So command if you're bossy, requests if you're nicer, or if you're giving directions. These are what we do imperative, or what are called imperative sentence. And these ones are a little funky because if I tell you the first time to get out your books in class, I probably am not going to be screaming at you, so I'm probably just going to end with a period. But if you don't listen and you haven't grabbed out your books after the 5th or 6th time, maybe I will end with an exclamation point. So that's the weird part, is that we use exclamation points there. We also use periods there, just like with declarative sentences. However, with exclamatory sentence, You are exclaiming. You're saying a strong feeling. And this one also will have exclamation point, but this one you're really showing that feeling, okay? So those are the 4 different types of sentences. Let me rewrite the word fact so that it's a little bit clearer. Go ahead and get those 2 slides into your notes, and next week we'll talk a little bit more about crafting sentences.